Hi, Tom Lynch, Two Things. Today I'm delighted to be joined by the Chief Medical Officer of the PO, Marcela del Carmen. Marcela, you've been working hard on the Administrative Burden Taskforce. Tell me a little about what you're doing.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity to highlight the work that we've been doing. We started with a committee of 18 people. We're up to 32. We have been working hard over the last several months generating initiatives that will help all of our doctors restore the joy and meaning of medicine back into their practice. We're getting ready to launch a survey probably the second week of March, so make sure that you fill it out. We're going to be asking you to prioritize the 3 or 4 initiatives that you think will have the biggest impact in restoring meaning and joy of medicine back into your practice.
And Marcela, what's the biggest difference between burnout and administrative burden?
So I would say that burden basically touches on anything that we have to do that takes us away from directly taking care of the patient and engaging with the patient directly. I think that the consequence of that, meaning less face-to-face time with the patient, more on administrative tasks, leads to burnout and doctors feeling like, they've lost the joy and meaning of why they went into medical practice.
Now, is this something that's limited to primary care doctors, to surgeons? Are there any specialties that seem to experience more administrative burden or more burnout than others?
So let me answer that specifically to our community. In the 2014 MGPO survey, we saw that in general, all of our members had some degree of physician burnout and some degree of administrative burden that was contributing to that. I think that it touches each of us differently depending on what specialty we have. Certainly there are data, and I would say in our experience, we think that there's a little bit more of that in primary care. Mm-hmm. But I would say that it's pretty clearly, I think it touches all of us in different ways. So I don't think it's unique to primary care. I think all of us, including surgeons, people doing emergency medicine work, all have some impact, impact from that as well in our practices.
And I would say, from my perspective, I know from yours, that how we address this is among the highest priorities that the PO has this year.
Absolutely. I think that certainly I would say from both your end and my end, I would say is one of the initiatives that we're really taking seriously this year. And although we won't be able to make it go away, we hope that we make a significant impact. And one of the goals that we have is to make this a continued work for the MGPO. So it's not just a one-time event. We're hoping to create a committee that will be a formal part of the MGPO that will look to oversee as initiatives roll out, making sure that they're not increasing burden for our doctors.
And Marcela, thank you for what you're doing for our patients and for our doctors. I'm Tom Lynch, and that's Two Things.